This will be interesting. Let's we're doing a check here before we even get into anything. Because boy, oh boy, did we have a surprise with our last stream. And I may very well just be talking to myself. I'm going to pull up here on Twitch and see. Can I hear my voice? Let's see. Can we hear it? Oh my god, I can hear my voice. You can hear the echo. So, those of you that might be joining in, the last broadcast I did, the Denver Broncos, we did our preseason broadcast, did the entire preseason, knocked it out, and then uploaded it online on YouTube on demand, and went to listen to make sure everything sounded good on YouTube and all that fun stuff, and there was no audio. Absolutely no audio. Well, from my end, there was game audio, but my voice was not there at all. So I couldn't figure out what happened. I did all kinds of microphone tests after the fact, and everything was good. Everything was there. And so on YouTube, well, basically, if you're watching live, you got a 2.5 hour stream without my voice anywhere to be found. And then if you watch the replay on YouTube, which I did have up as a premiere, and then I ended up just putting up live, you had a 2.5 hour replay on YouTube without my voice on it. So if that ever happens again, feel free in the chat. You can definitely give me a shout out to say, hey, I can't hear your voice. Because we sure did go an entire stream without my voice being on there. So that's on YouTube if you want to go ahead and check out the replay. Unfortunately, a lot of my great commentary was lost to time because we really got to know this Broncos team up and down in the preseason. Let's see if we can do a quick recap for those of you that missed it. We signed Talia Tonga Vailoa as a backup, or we traded for him rather, because we thought that'd be kind of fun to coach the younger brother of the quarterback we made into a star with our time in Miami. We signed Mike Gesicki, who was a free agent, who was our tight end in Miami, to help out while Noah Fant is on the injured list. And goodness, we just got to know the entire Denver Broncos team up and down. So, yeah. So I'm going to do one more check before I jump into this game and make sure that my voice is there. Let's listen just to make sure. I'm pulling it up, and my voice is still there, so we're good. So the microphone is working today. So we got week 1 on the road against the Falcons. I'm trying to think of what other stuff we did in that game where my voice wasn't there. Man, yeah, you guys just missed the greatest play-by-play commentary, but we're gonna jump into a new one here today. So the voice is working, the microphone's working, and we're going to go into week 1 of my 10th season as a head coach. First year with the Broncos, we did 2 years with the 49ers, we did 7 years with the Dolphins, and now we are here in Denver. And if you had heard my voice on that Broncos preseason, you know we're pretty excited about the team we got here after that preseason game. They were all over the place and hammering their opponents down. So now we're going to get to see what they do in real action. So let's see. Let's see. The Falcons, they're back to wearing all black in the real world. We don't have their uniforms here. I do like those uniforms with the logo on the side. Doesn't match the helmet, which I do like. So let's go ahead and just give them the... Or maybe we can give them... We'll give them the all black, but let's... Well, that looks kind of cool. How about that? I mean, it doesn't really match the stripes up top, but it's kind of old school. The black and silver a little bit. I don't know. Does that look weird with the jerseys? You guys, uniform guys like me, did you guys check out UniWatch this morning and see all the NFL uniform talk? What do you think? All black? Or should we do the white pants? They wore all white, didn't they, in week 1 in their week 1 battle with the Eagles? Did they not at home? Let's just do that. Let's throw it in there. We'll give them the all white since that's what they wore. What choices we got? Okay. We spending too much time on the unis, or what do you think? Black pants with the white? Or should we just go all white, considering that's what they wore? No, you know what? I'm going to switch it up. We'll do the black pants, since they wore the white against the Eagles in real life. What kind of sock options do we have here? Those are kind of cool. The all white, we got the color rush, we got the away, and we got the home. Let's go with the red down, and yeah. Alright, and then so that means we gotta wear our orange, home orange, here on the road. Let's jump into it. Falcons Broncos week 1. I was planning on switching it up. I wasn't gonna go right back into football and doing another audio check, 'cause I'm very paranoid. There we go. There's my voice. You're going to hear an echo. But, yeah. I wasn't planning on jumping back into football today, but after the audio fiasco that happened, I thought, why not give them one more treat? But let us know what you guys want to see next. I was thinking about maybe getting my Mike Tyson going again. Or maybe getting some baseball going. We've been sitting at the All-Star break with the Diamondbacks. What kind of games have you guys been playing? I bought during the NFL yesterday, during the commercials. You know, you got to have something to do during the commercial time. I picked up the new WarioWare on the Switch. Pretty fun for folks that grew up playing that on the DS, such as myself. And look at that thing. That thing's cool. I've been to that stadium one time. It was for a motocross event, like a dirt bike. Things was pretty cool. So I've never actually been there for a football game. But I have been there for dirt bike racing. Where else have I been? I've been to the Broncos stadium, not during a game, but when I was in Denver, I took a tour of their stadium. So I did do that. At Falcon Stadium, been to the Bucs Stadium, the Jaguars Stadium. Let's see, what other NFL stadiums? Those might be the only ones. I've been to the Titans Stadium when we were in Nashville for New Japan. We walked down to the stadium and walked around and went in the gift shop. So Broncos, Falcons, Titans, Jaguars, Buccaneers, those 5. Any other ones I can think of off the top of my head? There's Mike Gesicki. We picked him up. He's coming to play with us. Coach Burke once again. He was a free agent, and we need a little tight end help after Noah Fant went down. So much like in real life against the Philadelphia Eagles, the Atlanta Falcons wearing their white unis at home in the dome. Here we go, week 1, new team. Let's see if we can keep that momentum going that we had from the preseason. Falcons will take the ball first as per usual here, because you get to set in the settings whether you want the ball or not, and there's no coin toss. So Graham Mertz, he's the current quarterback at Wisconsin. You're seeing him in real life. Here in virtual land, he's a 6-year veteran, and he is your quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. I believe Matt Ryan has since retired. I don't think he's around anymore, but Graham Mertz will be your Falcons starting quarterback. And on the first play of the game, the handoff is given to Noah Cain out of Penn State. A lot of Big Ten players on this Falcons team, so Noah Cain goes for 12 yards and the first down. So not a good start for our Denver Broncos, who had a pretty solid defensive effort in the preseason, more so the starters than the backup. The handoff to Cain once again, and there's the defense, and there's one of the guys that we liked, Patty Fisher and Mike Vrabel back there, the linebackers that were causing nightmares for the defenders that we were playing against, or I should say the offenders, right? The offensive guys were the defenders, but we definitely roughed them up in the preseason. And Patty, we said his name a bunch. If you had heard my voice, well, you'd have heard me saying Patty and Vrabel all day long. And there's Patty once again making the tackle on Austin Hooper, the Stanford man, and 3rd and inches. So, you know what? We're going to... I can't change it in time. Oh, boy, well, it wouldn't have worked anyway. I was going to try to bring the blitz, but Garrett Wilson, the Ohio State man, catching the first down pass. So more Big Ten action. I'm telling you, it's just Big Ten up and down on this Falcons team. It's Ohio State, it's Minnesota, it's Wisconsin. You get some NDSU sprinkled in there, which isn't Big Ten, but, you know, they're up there in that area. Screen pass. Humphrey making the tackle. That's Christian Kirk, the former Cardinal. And Marlon Humphrey in on the tackle, the Alabama man. We force them for loss of 2. Glad to have you all back here today. If you watch a 2.5-hour stream without my voice on it. The give is to Kane. Plenty of good blocking. And he nearly makes up all that lost yardage and gets the first down. So it's 3rd down and 2. We're going to bring the pinch blitz. And see if we can slow him down right now, because on this opening drive, the Falcons are looking pretty solid. And the give is to Kane. And it's going to be Banks, John Banks, who makes the stop to prevent the first down. Super Bowl 33 rematch, the Falcons and the Broncos. The fake to Garrett Wilson, and Kane took it. Not enough for the first. They're going to settle for the field goal here. We got the late game. It's 4 o'clock, so we're seeing, look at the Dolphins' first game without us. Another thing we commented on quite a few times, as the kick is good by Gary Rudolph. A former Falcon himself, Gary Rudolph, having gone to Bowling Green. But yeah, the Dolphins, we commented quite a bit, and they're showing the score again during the preseason about how they weren't looking too good without old Coach Burke. They thought they were going to do a lot better without us, and you see this down below. Tua, just 140 yards. Pierce, 41 yards. Our former guys in Miami. It's kind of sad to see what they've turned into without us, but we got Justin Fields, who's in the prime of his career, that we're trying to turn into a superstar. So let's see if we can keep that preseason train rolling. That great success we had, and roll it right into the regular season. Speaking of Big Ten players in the backfield, Jonathan Taylor out of Wisconsin. So a couple of Wisconsin guys, and boy, Taylor saw an opening along the left side, tried to cut back in, and he was tackled down by Trey Flowers. We have KJ Henry. He's number 90 on the Falcons defense, and that was the guy that we unfortunately had to let go in Miami. He was fantastic. I mean, double-digit sacks every single year. KJ Henry out of Clemson. What has he been doing in real life, by the way, this year? Has he been tearing it up as well? I'm going to look that up real quick while we're talking about him. But both KJ Henry, that's who we drafted when we went to Miami as the head coach off a 3-13 season. We had the number 1 pick, and we drafted KJ Henry. And unfortunately, when it came time for those contracts to be renewed, those rookie contracts, both KJ and Tua commanded a lot of money, and we could only afford one, and we picked Tua over KJ. KJ went on to go to the Falcons. He's been a Pro Bowler since then. He's been a stud since then, but we couldn't re-sign him, and he is sitting there in the Falcons. So let's see, I'm looking up his bio here in Clemson. In 2021, he made 1 tackle versus Georgia and 2 stops versus South Carolina State. So he's been playing a little bit, KJ Henry, but in this world, in virtual land, he has been absolutely fantastic in the NFL, one of the top pass rushers in the game. And it's going to be Amari Cooper picking up a first down and then some. You didn't get to hear about it with our microphone not on or not working from last stream, but this receiving core, man, a lot of free agent pickups, one that we got in the draft, but Amari Cooper, Devontae Smith, Torrey Holt, and of course, Tyreek Hill. And you saw the damage there on that first play as Justin Fields got it out for the first down. So we're moving quite well. Next play, Fields. Oh boy, that was pass interference, was it not? Did anyone see that? What's the grace period of yards before you get hit? That's a Kerry Coacher, by the way, who's our backup tight end. Wow, Noah Fan is on the injured list, but let's check this out. What do you guys think? Because the old rule used to be 5 yards, right? So if it is 5 yards, we're going by the old rules. Once it's to 50, is that not is that not a flag? Right here. And number 59 on the Falcons, Montez Sweat from Mississippi State. That's a flag, right? I mean, come on. Is that not pass interference? Even if we're going by the 5-yard rule. He leveled him, and then the ball, of course, was off target. Jeez. It's the flag, man. So that's how they're going to play today. Okay, so we got to compete with the Falcons. We got to compete with the refs. That's all right. Fields lined up in the gun. Look at that. Wide open is Gesicki. Nobody was around. In making the tackles, Adrian Fry. Surprised Gesicki was a free agent. We know how good he was in Miami. What do you think of the Red Sox work? I'm starting to regret the Red Sox and the Falcons. They look kind of weird with the black, but there's the handoff to Taylor, and he doesn't get too far. Dimitri Moore, the Vandy product. So there's KJ Henry, Joel Green, Trey Flowers. The front line, Jennings, Kaba, Moore, and Sweat. The linebackers, and Fry, Ransom, Mukamu. Yeah, Mukamu. Israel Mukamu. That's right. So let's see what we got here. We got a lot of tight ends in there. We got Tyreek streaking down the field. Oh boy, let's try it. Let's try it. He's got one guy back there. Is Tyreek going to catch it? Oh, uncontested. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown. Mukamu was back there. The South Carolina Gamecock watched as West Alabama burned right past him and then just stood in the back of the end zone. And Israel Mukamu just stood there and watched as Tyreek Hill brought it down. And Justin Fields to Tyreek Hill, hopefully the first of many connections this season. And we take the lead for the first time today. Extra point is kicked by Squig Shorterly, and it is good. 7-0 Denver, and that was all Justin Fields. Another thing we talked about, so you see Rondé Barber, the Atlanta Falcons, on the last stream, is a lot of Alabama. Not only players, but receivers. And I'm talking about not just the University of Alabama, but from the state of Alabama. So let's go through it real quick. We got Tyreek Hill from West Alabama. You got Jordan Battle from Alabama. Marlon Humphrey from Alabama. And then you got Keandre Jones from Auburn on the team. Demarius Dubose, Ryan Kelly from Alabama. And then Amari Cooper and Devontae Smith, wide receivers out of Alabama. So the state of Alabama producing quite a few top guys for our Denver Broncos. There's the handoff to Kane, and he'll be brought down on the play by Robert Highsmith. He had 13 tackles in the first preseason game, did Highsmith out of Charleston Southern, and he made quite a few big plays in the preseason. Second down and 5 here for the Atlanta Falcons. The give is to Kane once again. Kane is able to squeeze through for the first down. Demarius Dubose with the tackle for our Broncos. Pretty excited for this Broncos offense. Our excitement level got high in the preseason. And you saw how well we were moving the ball. Nearly intercepted, swatted away, and Leon O'Neal could not bring it in. A look at our Denver Broncos. Dubose, Rivers, Gross, Matos, Banks, Fisher, Wiley, and Vrabel. Stingley, O'Neal, Battle, and Clemens. Did you guys hear what Mike Vrabel said about Julio Jones in real life, about his performance against the Arizona Cardinals? Not kind words for his new wide receiver free agent pickup, but while Vrabel's coaching things, that's a terrible throw by Mertz. In the real world, in virtual land, we got him here as a second-year man for the Denver Broncos. Fond C has joined the chat. Welcome. Welcome, Fond. And Mertz Tosses it to Kane. Tackle is made by Highsmith, and the Falcons will be punting this one away. So let's see if we can get that high-powered offense going. The only struggles we've had so far is with the running game, and we kind of alleviated that a little bit in the preseason by attacking the left sides. For some reason, seemed to be a strong side to go. Let's see if we can't try that out again, because once again, it has been slow to come by our running game. So we're going to try to go to the left here. Hopefully, you got number 73 right there. Andrew Thomas can throw a decent block. And, okay, well, he went inside. That's right. Well, we got some good yards there. Greg Ellsworth in on the tackle. Let's go outside again. How about the counter weak? Need some good blocks. We give to Taylor. There's the blocks. Jonathan Taylor down to the 40. We're going to mark him at the 39. So the left side seems to be our strong side for rushing. Let's get the ball back in Justin Fields' hands for this next play. We got Tyreek Hill. Got all our tight ends out there in Tyreek Hill. There's a catch by Hill. We need to find a way to get Torrey Holt involved, too. We talked about that in the last stream, because he's got hidden potential. And if he gets 500 plays, that hidden potential will unlock. But unfortunately, I thought there was going to be a lot more Torrey Holt in our offense, but they seem to be putting tight ends out there a lot, and I don't really know how to modify that, as there's a wide open Devontae Smith. Because I would like to use Torrey Holt in kind of a 4-receiver set. So if anybody in the comments knows how to do a 4-receiver set where they're not putting the tight end out there all the time, I'd love to know, because I want to get Torrey Holt involved. I tried looking a little bit in the playbook, but they couldn't figure out. Jonathan Taylor's going to lose the football, and it's picked up by the Falcons, recovered by Dimitri Moore. Oh, man. So the first blunder of our young season right there. Who was that forced the fumble? Let's get a number on that. What was that? Oh, 23, that is. Oh, the boy that we called out. The man that we called out earlier, Israel Mukamu from South Carolina. We called him out for not making a play, and he showed up on the next drive, forcing the fumble. Sure did. So, back to the Falcons it goes. The give us to Kane. Quickly brought down by Chauncey Rivers. Second down and 10. And the quarterback sack. We brought the blitz. The corners came in. Leon O'Neal, which we saw a lot of sacks in the preseason, something we didn't have lately with our Miami Dolphins. We're going to play conservative. We're going to go zone, let them complete it, take him down, and get the ball back. And they get really close to getting a first down, a little too close for comfort. Patty Fisher with the tackle onto Dante Pettis, who we coached for a couple of years in San Francisco. But Graham Mertz, last two drives, can't get the ball moving much. It is all Broncos, and I'm going to do another audio check on Twitch to make sure my microphone's still working. So bear with me. Here, I can turn my microphone off so you don't hear the echo. Will that help? I still hear my voice, so we're doing good. I'm going to be paranoid about that for the longest time now, that I did a whole broadcast with excellent commentary. Nobody heard me. Joe Burrow and Kyler Murray down at the bottom of the screen. Portland and Tampa going toe-to-toe. Touchback for our Denver Broncos as Justin Field will come back out looking to extend the lead. What do we got here? We got a little video montage. What are they showing us? A couple of their big stops. That's all right. They slowed the running game a little bit, but we still got the lead. Oh, boy. And Hill is just going to heave it down the field. No one was open. And Tyreek Hill was right there. That time, Mukamu was there to knock it down. They took another shot. There's nobody really open, so Justin Fields said, you know what? I'm going to try Tyreek Hill again. It's like his new favorite receiver. Tyreek Hill's open that time. Catch is going to be made. First down Broncos, 6 of 8 for Justin Field. He got a touchdown in the Bears' loss to the LA Rams. Primetime football last night. You guys catch the game? It was all Andy Dalton. They got whooped by the Rams. But Justin Fields got in there, got his hands on the ball, got a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor now again, not a whole lot of room to work with. See, I don't want Gesicki to always be that fourth guy. That's what we got to figure out how we can fool around with these playbooks. I want to get Torrey Holt in there some more. Nice catch by Tyreek Hill. But Torrey Holt, rest assured, if he doesn't get in a lot this season, he is the future of the team. Because you got guys, Tyreek Hill and the Amari Cooper. They've been in the league a while. This is, this is Madden 20, so 10 seasons in. This is 2030 season. They're going to be retiring not that long from now, and their numbers are going to start to dwindle a little bit too. That's when Torrey Holt's really going to get a lot of time to shine. And speaking of Amari Cooper, first down play, Mohamed Kaba on the tackle, SEC, South Carolina, tackling the big Alabama player. First and 10 Broncos. They're calling for the screen instead. It's Taylor on the give. Brought down by Mukamu. Toss it to the left. On that left side seems to be the side, man, to get Taylor a whole bunch of yards. Fields pitches it. There he goes again. Is that enough for the first down? Might be just short. I'll call it 3rd and inches. So watch this. We're going to bring... Who is that we're going to bring around? This number, was that 66? That is Keandre Jones, so the Auburn man. Go ahead and block. And instead in the game, oh man, what a hit that was, is our number 2 running back, Deshaun Russell, the FIU man. And we also signed, because we wanted a little bit of depth at running back, so we picked up in free agency E.J. Smith. So we got Smith, Russell, and Taylor. Solid group. I mean, 70s and 80s right there. But a definite good group here. Let's go for the dagger. Let's put the dagger in right now if we can. Gesicki, Cooper, Hill, and Smith. Oh boy, that ends up being a fumble. I thought that was an incomplete pass. McGlitchney somehow ended up with it in his hands. I want to see a replay of that. I thought the arm was going forward. And a good look at Lathan Ransom. Is the arm going forward? I don't know. They ruled out a fumble. We can't challenge that, right? They never let you challenge anything. Is there the challenge flag? Would it be for a fumble? Let's try it. I'm going to try it. I don't think it was a fumble. I think it was an incomplete pass. I don't want to watch this in slow motion. So let's see. What do you guys think? This guy's microsite. That was a KJ Henry, by the way. Is the arm moving forward? Getting a good look at how devastating KJ could be. And it is ruled a fumble, so... yeah. Could you hear that? Someone yelled, "What are you talking about?" That's what I'm saying, man. Not no fumble. So 2nd and 14 after Justin Fields got rocked. Oh, that was a terrible pass off target, looking for Tyreek Hill. So 3rd and 14 now for the Broncos. I don't think we're in field goal range. Fields tosses it up into double coverage, so that's pretty dangerous. And it's going to be knocked away. Tate and Mukamu are back there. Let's see. I got you with a follow. Can you sub to my channel? Yeah, definitely. Let me give you a 53-yarder. Definitely. I'm going to go ahead and give you right now. Let me pause this. DH Baller, 1329. Go ahead and give this man a follow. How can I follow from here? Channel actions. Maybe I got to open a new tab. How do... Because it just brings up a little menu here. Add friend. No, we want to follow. Can I click right here? There we go. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely follow you folks. Especially now while we're in the early stages. My guy's got 617 followers. Well, there's 618 right there. Sending a follow. Follow DH Baller 1323. The man himself on Twitch. Joining us here. So I'm not punting the ball from the 36 because it's, I mean, what is that, a net gain of 15 yards or so? So we're gonna go for it. We're just gonna go verticals. Oh my god, the time's almost up. Oh my god, we gotta get the playoff. Nope, we gotta burn a timeout. Oh boy, so we waste 2 timeouts. The kicking, that's something I need to hear from you guys. As for those of you long-time Madden people, the longer you go in a... Here, is let's get Torrey Holt in here. Can we... So they don't give you enough time to make a substitution here. Gesicki. Can't even put Torrey Holt in. Okay. Well, just so I don't get another delay game. For kicks, when you go deep into a Madden season, the kickers start getting worse and worse as they go on. So we just got to heave this one up. Look at that. We got an open man. It is Amari Cooper who drops the ball as he gets hit by Lathan Ransom. Cooper had it. That was a first down, and Ransom came up and jarred the ball loose. My goodness. Well, like I said, I wasn't going to make a big mark to punt the ball. Banks in on the tackle. Mertz connecting with Austin Hooper. But yeah, the kicker situation. As the years go on in Madden, it's hard to find good kickers. And you saw with Will Lutz, I mean, he was ranked, what was it, last season, the 80s? And he could barely make any kicks that were above 30 yards. Should I just go into the settings? What do people do with kickers in Madden? Do they boost the rating or like the settings? Do they go into the settings? Let's look at the settings real quick. Oh, we have a... Do they just go in and boost the... Where would we do that at? The sliders. Could we even do that anywhere? That's not even an option, so we can't even mess with the sliders in the middle of the game. That's terrible. Do they just go in and up the kicking strength? Because kickers, no kicker, I don't care how deep we're getting into franchise, they should not be struggling to miss kicks. Like, I should be able to at least attempt a 50-yard kick, but I knew my kicker wasn't even going to get close. I tried it in the preseason, and it fell way short. Christian Kirk. Let's see. Madden kickers. Low distance. Should that be what we search? We're playing and we're... Here's someone that says 40-yard field goal. Look at that hit. What a big stop by John Banks. This is the same problem I had, this guy on Reddit. Is there some trick I'm not aware of? I get 100% kick power, but my kicks keep dropping short. Lower your trajectory for further kicks. Hold your joystick down for a longer field goal. The ball go less high but further. Okay, so someone said drop. I'm going to try that. I've never tried doing that. The Falcons are going to go for it here on 4th down. So they say lower the arrow when you kick. Big 4th down play. Mertz finds a wide open David Bell for a 1st down. Holy smokes. Oh, I'm sorry, DH Baller is asking for a YouTube follow. I followed him on Twitch. I don't even know what his YouTube page is. Baller, if you're still out there, send a link to your YouTube. You can send it to my YouTube, youtube.com. Or I haven't earned the right to have a custom URL yet, so just search T-Bird27 on YouTube and send me the link to your YouTube page, and we'll definitely give you a follow there for sure. Second and 20. It's almost the end of the first half. Dubois tackling down Kane, Noah Kane. We'd like to get just a couple more offensive possessions, but this game's been going fast. Oh, knocked away. How about that? Christian Kirk, or excuse me, David Bell, your intended receiver. And I believe that was Stingley, who's our shutdown corner, who we were pretty excited about. Stingley's the main reason we didn't draft Champ Bailey when we had that number 3 pick. We went Torrey Holt. And the kick is going to be no good. It is missed. Gary Rudolph bounces it off the upright. No good. So we got an opportunity. Let's put the ball in Justin Fields' hands. 2-minute drill. We got 2:50. Let's go down the field and try to make the Falcons pay for it. What do you say? Here we go. In the gun. Fields dropping back. Finds a wide open Mike Gesicki. Couldn't get around the defender Isaiah Oliver. 2nd down and 5. Oh, man. I got Tyreek Hill right there. If he's uncovered, we're going right to him. Yep. You can't leave Tyreek Hill that uncovered. Are you kidding me? They're just going to let Tyreek Hill burn past him like that? I saw that coming a mile away. 82 yards on 5 catches for Tyreek Hill so far. And that is going to wind down our second quarter to the 2-minute warning. Denver 7, Atlanta 3. If we can get the score here, we'll get the ball to begin the second half. It'd be big business for our Denver Broncos. Fields looking, and he throws it into traffic to Devontae Smith, who gets the 1st down. Joel Green ripped him down from behind. So we're continuing to move. Justin Fields, man, he's looking good. Mike Gesicki is there. Catch is made by Gesicki. Isaiah Oliver in for your Falcons. Minute 13. Fields finding Devontae Smith, who jukes right past Dimitri Moore and has a 1st down. So we're in business here. A minute to go. Still got 1 timeout. 1st down, Gesicki doesn't quite get out of bounds. We got 30 seconds now. We got to kind of hurry with 1 timeout. Oh, almost intercepted by Adrian Fry. That was dangerous. Man, let's see. What kind of play can we call here? I don't want to keep going to the corners. How about a mesh spot? All right. Taylor made some big catches in the preseason as running back, so we got to keep an eye out for him. And that one is going to go to Kocher. Is that going to stop the clock? It will stop the clock, so we're going to try to go over the middle now. We got Tyreek Hill. We got Devontae Smith. Everyone's pretty well covered. So, there goes Hill, who broke away. And it's tipped up. And it's incomplete. Hill stopped. It got bounced up. And it's 4th and 2. and we're going to take the points. Man, I think if Tyreek would have kept running, let's look at the replay. If Tyreek would have kept running, I think we could have hit him for a touchdown, but we're trying to just, make room. Oh, man, if he had kept going, instead he stops, and it got knocked up. Kocher was there, and it just got all bobbled around. So we'll take the points because we're going to get the ball. So they said, well, I don't need to lower the trajectory now, but the person on Reddit said lower your trajectory and you can maybe get a further kick. So we'll try that next time, see if that method works. Or else we're just going to go into the settings and just boost kicks, because it's somewhat ridiculous that kickers, I don't care how deep we are, can't kick, 40, 50-yard field goals. So 5 seconds to go. Denver up 10-3. Michael Dixon boots it away. And the Falcons will have 1 second on the clock to do some damage. So it's going to be a Hail Mary. We're going to take control of Mike Vrabel here. Graham Mertz. Let's see what he has. Mertz is going to get sacked. Just hung on to it. And John Banks, the Oklahoma State Cowboy, coming in, getting the sack. And we head to the locker room. 10-3. All right. Let's do a quick Twitter check. I love to do my Twitter checks. What do we got trending right now? LA Knight is trending right now. What did he do? William Regal has announced the Fatal 4-Way tomorrow. LA Knight, Tommaso Ciampa, Kyle O'Reilly, and Pete Dunne will be for the NXT Championship. That's big business there. The Browns up 21-0. That's awesome. Maybe LA Knight could get the deal. What else we got going on? Any other big news out there? Seems pretty, nothing too much. The Bucks, Joe Burrow and Kyler Murray. What a game that is. Chip Kelly had a comment on the 4:45 p.m. start time against Fresno. It's prime time in the Philippines, so let's put on a good show for the people. Wow. All right. Raiders' Josh Jacobs downgraded this weekend, went through the team's walkthrough practice. Anthony Levine Sr. and Justin Ellis elevated from practice squad from the Ravens. Oh my God. All right, no more news. That was your news crash. We're back at it now. Returned by Everett. That's about as far as he goes. The Hawaii man, Mac Everett. Mac from the former WAC. The Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. The give to Taylor. Look at that. Jonathan Taylor, one man to beat, tried to stiff arm him. Instead, Ransom makes the stop. But what a big run. 50 yards for Jonathan Taylor. See if we can get him with the... Oh, I hit the wrong play. Well, we're throwing it now. There's no going back. Play fake. And, oh, man. Well, we're just going to run it. Justin Fields takes off, and we get the first down. Well, I don't know what happened there. The offensive lineman bashed into us. All right, I'm going to be back. I'm going to do a quick audio check on Twitch. Make sure the mic's still working. Audio test, test, test. All right, it's still working. You know. Taylor takes it. Solid blocking. How about this Broncos team, man? Are we looking good or what? 2nd and 3. Oh, just shy of the first down. What was that, 28 on the Falcons? That's Greg Ellsworth on the stop, so 3rd and 2. Taylor's back in the game. Fields gives it to Jonathan Taylor, first down and then some. Tackle made by Montez Sweat. Taylor's rolling right now after a bit of a soft preseason. He's closing in on 100 yards on this game. Justin Fields lined up in the gun. Has all day and he's looking for Tyreek Hill. And instead, Kaba, the linebacker back there with Hill, knocks it down. So 2nd and 10 for the Broncos. Big win for the Texans at the bottom of the screen. Fields. That time finds Hill. Tate brings him down, so it's 3rd down and 2. We're going to give the ball to the FIU grad, Deshaun Russell. There's the give to Russell. Oh, man. Good tackle by Tate. So 4th and 1. What do you guys think? We can test out the long field goal, or we can go for it. We're going for it. We got Taylor in there. We're deep enough. If we don't get it, I mean, it's basically like if we had punted from way back. It's like a touchback. They'll get it at the 20. There's the give, and Taylor got tripped up by his own man in the backfield. Adrian Fry made the tackle, and it's a turnover on downs. That one hurts a little bit. We're going to come back to that one. Oh, my God. Denver's looked good offensively, but just 10 points to show for it. First down, Kane. Noah Kane. Hand off to Kane once again. Mike Vrabel and company. No, that's not Von Miller out there at 58. He is long. I think he's long retired. I don't think he's on anybody's team, actually. Etor Gross-Matos, the Penn State man. Another Big Ten player. Pass completed out to Austin Hooper. Graham Mertz, the Wisconsin man. Knocked away by Stingley. Looking for Dante Pettis. And it falls incomplete. We've held Mertz in check. 10-3 your score. Let's go down and put some points on the board. We can put this one away. Tyreek Hill will let that one bounce. It will go out at the 1. Jack Marshall, the NDSU Bison. What a punt. Tyreek Hill played the percentages and watched as it went right out there at the 1. So we got some work to do now. Fields, the give to Janovich. Janovich nearly broke it there. 6-yard carry by the fullback. Trying to get out of the shadow of our own end zone. The give to Jonathan Taylor, who breaks free. He's got one man to beat. He jukes him. Does he have the speed? He's being chased down by Adrian Fry, and he beats him, and Taylor is going to go to the house. There's nobody to celebrate with him. He blew past them all. 93-yard touchdown run by the Wisconsin Badger. He had Adrian Fry in hot pursuit, and he made a huge score. Looking like Jamal Charles against the New York Giants with that run. How about the juke and the score? That was big. Backed all the way up, 93 yards. Tiny Boop Squig Shorterly with the field goal. And Denver 17, Atlanta 3. I am liking this Broncos team. We had a choice. We had the Patriots, we had the Colts, we had the Seahawks, we had the Broncos. Broncos and Colts have the strongest roster. We didn't want to be in the same division as Miami, although we're going to play them at the end of the year, our return to Miami, which is going to be a very strange game to play in. Colts were tempting, but they're a constant playoff team. That's a lot of pressure. They're going to want Super Bowl or bust. I think we made the right choice with these Broncos, man. They had a great roster, and we just put some wide receivers there. They were ready for the next move. They brought in Coach Burke to get it done. That's right. He knew what was up. Man in motion. I thought he faked it to Kane for a second, but O'Neal brings him down. So 3rd down and 12. Put some pressure on him. Here comes the pressure. They go for the screen, and Mertz throws it into the turf. Just 9 of 15. That's quite the difference in quarterback play that we saw towards the end of our last season with the Miami Dolphins, where quarterbacks were just torching us left and right. Jack Marshall on to punt it again. Great punt. Brought in by Tyreek Hill, and Hill trying to put the moves on, and he's going to get wrapped up by Chris Claiborne. So here we go. We can really put this game out of reach with a touchdown drive right now. Pump fake. The give to Taylor. Thrown down by Dimitri Moore. 163 for Jonathan Taylor after that big catch, after that big run. Oh man, there's KJ Henry. He's a monster. We tried to tell you about him from our time in Miami. We know what KJ Henry's all about. Total yards, man. Atlanta hasn't even broken 100 yards. We have almost 500. 400, rather. I wish we had 500. But here we go. We got to get it quick because he's got the X factor, but how about Amari Cooper? There's our X factor. We got a couple X factors. We got Hill, Cooper, Smith, Torrey Holt. 200 yards passing for Mr. Fields. Be another big run. First down by Russell. All of our running backs. We're about to have 200 yards rushing between our running backs combined. Justin Fields over 200 yards passing. We're going to go again to the left side. We got Jonathan Taylor back in there. He's going to try to break another one. Here we go. The give to Taylor. He can't get around number 59 Montez Sweat in tripping him up like a shoelace. Pulled the shoelaces and tripped him up. Come on, man. So Justin Fields is going to go empty set here. He had Tyreek Hill and Fields. Fields had a couple of throws. He's played well, but he's had a couple of throws where he just chunked it right over the head of his intended receivers. Not good. Oh, boy, and once again, KJ Henry, Mike McGlinchey is in charge of blocking him. And, there's not a whole lot of holding down the Clemson defender. The defensive tackle, the end, I should say the left end coming in. Look at that. I mean, looking like Chandler Jones back there. So that's been the only negative point of our game so far. Offensively, we had the big run. We've been moving the ball, but we just keep stalling out. Really, we had the two big plays. We had the Tyreek Hill play as Dante Pettis fields in and just steps out. We had the Tyreek Hill play, and then we had the Jonathan Taylor run, and that's been about it. We've been moving the ball, but it's not getting the points on the board. Luckily, our defense playing very well. Give to Kane. How about a turnover? That would be really big right about now. A fumble or an interception, something like that. That's what I want to see. Talking about this good defense. First down run by Noah Kane. We got a new follow here, Brass Balls Comedy. I think that puts us at 25. So we're on our way to 30. Remember, the 30th follower gets to call which stream they want to see next. You know, I pretty much ask at the end of every stream. And I do polls on Twitter. So if you've been following us on Twitter, you would have known this game was coming. We put out a little tweet. Hashtag Bronco Nation, hashtag Dirty Birds, to let the good people know the stream was coming. Any of you guys see it? We got 100 tweets. That was the 100th tweet was promoting this game. How about that? Wide open. Austin Hooper. That might have been the best play of the day from Mertz. Mertz out to Hooper. Well, this is what we can't have happen. We don't want Atlanta. Let them get back into this one. It's heaved up, and it's going to be incomplete. 25 and 21. Jordan Battle, number 25, and Keshawn Clemens, number 25. Mertz is back, and he's just going to dump it off to Kane. Jukes around. He's going to get tackled by Marlon Humphrey. So we got him. Now what do you guys think? We're going to blitz him. We want to bring all the pressure, which could be dangerous. Going to leave a lot of single coverage. We're taking the chances on a 5 wide. We're bringing the blitz. Look at that, and it works. A dangerous play, but it worked. John Banks with sack number 3. How about that? We were talking about Patty and Vrabel. Oh, John Banks. He came in untouched. So we brought the blitz on 5 wide, which absolutely could have burned us, leaving that many receivers uncovered, but it worked. We got Mertz down. So here comes the field goal attempt by Rudolph, and the kick is good. So they put 2 field goals on the board, no touchdowns, which is something our defense was doing in the preseason, not allowing a lot of touchdowns. This gets it over the crossbar. So now let's be serious about this drive now. 17-6. We can put them away right now with the touchdown drive. Let's have it happen. Justin Fields, let's do it. We could have Bryce Young as a quarterback if we had gone to Indy. Spencer Rattler in New England. Or we could have had Dak. Or now the Seahawks have Donovan McNabb. But I like Justin Fields. He's right in his prime. This is his 8th year, I want to say. 7th or 8th year. I think 7th. Well, let's just look. How are we talking? We can pull up the stats and look. What year is Justin Fields? He is 7, so he's right in his prime. Perfect time. He's still got a bunch of years left where we can do some work. The give to Taylor. Taylor jukes. Lowers the boom, stays on his feet. Jonathan Taylor's going to outrun everybody for another huge run. That deserves... Well, I tried to do a team celebration. How about a signature? Jonathan Taylor showing up to play today. The juke, the hit stick, and the touchdown. No stopping him. Well over 200 yards and then some. The juke onto Mukamu. He bulldozed over Ransom and gets the touchdown. This is exciting. This is the best we've seen out of our offense on these streams in quite some time. Fans are booing. You hear that? Almost 500 yards of total offense allowed by the Atlanta Falcons in this ball game. Coach Burke fired up his new team. And now Graham Mertz has to try to will something together. Let's go score watching for a little bit. We got New England putting a beat down on the Jets, 30-21. Biggs Cars 60, thank you for the follow on PS4. I'll be getting my stream invite. We appreciate having you. Give us a follow on Twitch if you haven't as well, but we appreciate your follow nonetheless on the PS4. Mertz is able to find an open Garrett Wilson. Oh man, poor tackling there, and he found Dante Pettis that time, so Mertz is moving it. Just gotta get the man to slip up. So you're playing the Denver Broncos, the Orange Crush. The child amongst grown men in there is Mertz. The young boy in there amongst these grown Bronco men, but he's throwing it at will. Looking for the first touchdown of the season, of the 2030 season for the Atlanta Falcons. Play fake to Kane. Mertz. Nice catch. Trying to get a number. That's 85. I don't have him on my call sheet, so my God. Bullard, okay. Well, that was Bullard, who got knocked around like a pinball, hung on to it, and then Noah Kane just casually walks it into an end zone. So the Dirty Birds, hashtag Dirty Birds, with the score. And they're right back in it. That was a must score for the Atlanta Falcons. And they do just that. Looking up the Falcons' Twitter right now. Talking about their loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. (32-6). Let's read some of the comments. There's 900 of them. I bet they're ugly. Hargrave called game. Matt Ryan isn't the problem, says Derek. There's a lot of pictures of Matt Ryan face first on the turf. Me seeing fans root for a competent team. A lot of sad Falcon fans. Not doing much better in the virtual world. Hey, they could have hired me. I could have come in and made Graham Mertz a superstar like I'm doing for Justin Fields. Jonathan Taylor's in the zone right now. I'm going to give it to him one more time. Look at him. Look at those total yards disparity for our Broncos. Get some good blocks. How about another big run? 10 yards. We're going to keep giving it to him. 249. What's the rush? What's the record? Isn't, what was it? Jamal Charles. Let's see. Record for rush yards in a game. Adrian Peterson at 296. So we're really close to that. You think we can get the record? Here's the list. I said Jamal Charles, and I meant Jamal Lewis. But Peterson at 296, Jamal Lewis at 295, Jerome Harris at 286, Corey Dillon, Walter Payton, O.J. Simpson, Sean Alexander, Jamal Charles is on that list, number 8 at 259. So where are we on the list then? Let's look at the stats here. We're going for records now. So go back to rushing. So we're at 249. So 249 would put us number 14 on the list, right behind Derrick Henry, Spec Sanders, O.J. Simpson, Doug Martin. And the record is 296. So we need about 50 more yards to break Adrian Peterson's record for rushing yards in a single game. We're going for it. I mean, within reason, of course. We got to start throwing, but we just need one more of those big runs. Oh, he's going to lose a bunch right there. So that's not going to help. Down to 246 now. The reflection in the helmet's really cool. You can see everything of that beautiful new Falcon Stadium with the cheap concessions. Justin Fields looking for Tyreek Hill, who was one-on-one with Mukamu, and it fell incomplete. Israel Mukamu from South Carolina. Oh boy. Fields just going down the field again, looking for Amari Cooper. And, well, yeah, I'm starting to regret the play calls there, because we were kind of hoping to strike Tyreek Hill, but he was covered, so it ended up just being two really long throws, which didn't help anybody. So now we're getting it right back to the Falcons. Now our chances of getting that NFL rushing record are falling by the wayside, as the ball will just roll out of bounds at the 30. Falcon football, they're not out of it yet. I'd be ashamed if they came back. The team that can't hold a lead against anybody, if they came back on us. So let's see if our defense can buckle up here. Missed tackle, finally. Tackle was made by Keshawn Clemens. Graham Mertz, your starting quarterback for the Falcons, the Wisconsin man. Mertz is going to stick into the gun. Incomplete. In on defense is Clemens again. Bronco corners, they're solid. Empty set. Not going to be enough for the first down. It's Patty Fisher crashing down Christian Kirk. Oh, they did get the first down on the last play. I thought it was... Why did I think that was third down? I don't know what that... I thought it was third down for some reason. Don't ask me. I'm getting too... Because wasn't the first down? I need to go back. Wasn't the one play... didn't he knock it down? I'm really confused. That was the Christian Kirk play. This one, I think I thought, which I can't even see was a replay, I think I thought that was an incomplete pass. Because I thought that was third down, so I guess he caught it. I thought, well, there you go. There he goes, and it's first down again for Atlanta. Oh! Was that caught? No, it was incomplete. Whew. What do you guys think of this game? The chat's on fire right now. All in on the Broncos. Oh, man. We cannot get off the field. And the opportunity for Jonathan Taylor to break Adrian Peterson's record is falling by the wayside little by little. Houston, big win over Chicago. Man, Mertz is just, after struggling in the early going, he's got it going now. He's just hitting guys left and right at ease. Oh my God, he threw that one right into traffic. Klein had his back to the quarterback, or could have had an interception opportunity. And Atlanta's storming their way back into this one. Thank God we got those big runs by Taylor. There's a rough-looking pass by Mertz. We got big news here, big business. Compliments of the score at Ryan Fitzpatrick of the Washington football team, expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks. So that means it's going to be the Taylor Heineke show in Washington. Look at that. Robert Highsmith grabbing Hooper and just tossing him right down. So it's 3rd and 7, and we are at the 2-minute warning. This is big right here. Big possession. Got to get him. Graham Mertz. He's in the gun. And he finds a wide open Austin Hooper touchdown. And the Falcons have crawled their way back into this game. Nobody's covering Hooper. And the team that can't hold a lead against anybody has stormed back. And now they're going to go for 2. And the debate is whether they're going to kick the onside kick or not. Give to Kane, and he was initially stopped by Battle and Vrabel and ends up getting the 2-point conversion, so it's a 3-point game. And they're going to kick it deep. We have no way of knowing that. That was my complaint on the last stream, where you couldn't hear my voice. You never know if they're going to do an onside kick or not, so then you can't line up in the right formation. It would be nice to know. But maybe that'll be for Madden 30 when they put that change in there. So here we go. I mean, golly, 3-point game. They got all their timeouts. Jonathan Taylor, now would be a fantastic time to break that rushing record. Now the question is, do you play conservative knowing they're probably just going to stack the box? Or do you let Justin Fields have his way? See if we can get him with the play action fake. They're going to be looking for the run. That worked out beautifully. What a catch. I think that's an offensive lineman. They caught the ball. What's happening out there? Did he substitute in? That's not no. We have 3 tight ends, or well, 2 at least, because Noah Fant's out injured. But that definitely helped us in a big way. That was a beautiful call. Got to get to that left side. The HB Power O. Get that rushing record and a touchdown. Secure this game. There's the give. Oh, man, he almost had an opening. KJ Henry, though, crashed down on it. Now we can really, I mean, they got no timeouts, so now we can really play conservative here. And we just got to keep running, even if we have to give the ball back. They're not going to have a whole lot of time left. If we can wind it down to like under 30 by the time we got to give it back to them. Big run by Taylor. Reaching for the first down. That would seal it if he can get the first. So he's at 258. No, I don't want to do a pass. Yeah, those plays where we pull the linemen seem to really work. So we gotta let the time wind all the way down. We got 20 seconds, so he's at 258. That puts him number... hold on now. I'm looking at this list. I gotta pause now. There's Jonathan Taylor on the list for the Indianapolis Colts. That's the same Jonathan Taylor that we're playing with here. So Jonathan Taylor is at 253. Did I not even realize when I read his name when I was going down the record book? Jonathan Taylor is number 9 on the all-time rushing list at 253. Our Jonathan Taylor, one and the same, has passed him and is right behind Jamal Charles. How cool is that? I didn't even realize it was the same guy on the list. So we're going to wind it all the way down, and a first down would win it. Oh, my God, from behind. Anfernee Jennings, Alabama man. So we're going to punt this one away. No record for Taylor, but he gets pretty darn close. He breaks his own record. He's going to be just behind Jamal Charles, so Jonathan Taylor will be number 9 and number 10 on the list. See if they have the record book in this game. And I'm looking at the real life record, of course. I don't know if that record's since been broken in the 10 virtual years. And it is going to be fair caught by Pettis. And Rudolph's warming up, but with no timeouts in 6 seconds, I don't think the Falcons are going to be able to get a pass off, get out of bounds, and line you up for a field goal attempt. So you might as well just go sit down, son. Final play of the ball game. It's heaved up, the Hail Mary. It is intercepted by somebody. It's Stingley, the LSU man, who comes away with it, tries to run it back. Pettis makes the tackle, and that'll do it. Derek Stingley ends this one, and the Denver Broncos are 1-0. Oh my God, that capture was so late. I like that one of Tyreek Hill. That'll probably be the thumbnail for YouTube. But how about a week 1 game? We almost let them get back into it. But 300 rushing yards for the good guys. And despite a late game rally by the Falcons, our Broncos are going to start the season off 1-0. We'll take it. So how about that little surprise stream today? Jonathan Taylor finishes at 257, so he is going to beat his record, so 253. So Taylor is in the record book twice for big games. I did enjoy my match. Thank you, Madden. I actually did have a good time this time with this matchup. So we'll see how things stand, and then we will wrap things up, and we'll go ahead and debate what we're going to play next time. Whether we do a little more football, whether we do some wrestling, some baseball. You know, some folks have been itching to get back to the WWE stuff. So we got to start my road to the show. So we got the Titans next week. That's an interesting uniform one, where I've told my thoughts on the Titans uniforms, where I've gotten more used to what they wear now, but I don't like the blue, the navy blue helmets. I like the white. So we have to decide whether we do the current modern day, but I still like the originals, the Vince Young era, the era before they changed. We got some weekly awards here, and yeah, Taylor, your MVP for the AFC. Look at Donovan McNabb, the rookie Donovan McNabb, 27 of 32. So that was one of our possible places, our destinations we could have gone. Remember, it was Indianapolis, New England, or Seattle, but we went with Denver because they had a solid roster and they had a lot of cap room. We were pretty much going between debating the cap room, and your biggest cap rooms were Denver and Seattle, and we leaned more towards Denver for their quality of players, and you just saw them go off in the game here. Let's go ahead and get the screenshot for YouTube. There it is. I like that one. That's good. So we'll let that drop off, and yeah, that's the capture right there. That one's cool too. But do we do 2 pictures or just one? One big one. We can do 2 pictures. How about that? Amari Cooper and Tyreek Hill. So we'll capture that one. Get a little behind the scenes. It's our preseason. Does anyone know why the pictures don't save? Like, they only save for like 2 or 3 games, and then like they all get deleted. Like, here's all my when I was coaching the 49ers. It's like it saved the scores from when I coached the 49ers, but none of the pictures saved. And then like after that, it's been completely glitched, where it only does like a handful of games. So I've tried Googling that too. I'll even Google it again right now. Madden. Not saving. Madden snapshots franchise not saving. Oh yeah, here's one person. I go into my second year. Well, no one's commented, so it's not just me. This guy, snapshots not appearing in connected franchise. Offline snapshots. Franchise mode not saving. Well, see, not a lot of people are even talking about it. So, anyway, whatever. So that one's in the books. We got the Titans next. We got a return from injury. Who's back from injury? Someone is. Who got injured? We only had Noah Fant. was the only one injured. There's nobody else that was even on the injury list, so I'm not sure what that injury is. And Fant's not due back for another couple of weeks, so let's check out the trade block to see if there's anything interesting. We got to look at the records too for Jonathan Taylor. Okay. These are quarterback. I wish you could just see all players, but you got to go, one by one. So nothing interesting there. Let's look at the record book before we call this one a day. Look at the news too. Okay, official pick, fantasy implications, Okay, transactions, see if anything interesting happened. Bunch of signings, Titans made a bunch of trades, look at that. So, Jalen Kimber went to the Bucks for just a whole bucket of draft picks. Mike Crisp. Charlie Denton sent away. These are all week 2 releases, so. Buck Daughtry. So yeah, that's the transactions going on. So yeah, let's look at records before we call this one a day. How about NFL records? And we don't want career, we want in a game. Oh, look at that. Tua's got the record for the most passing yards in a single game, beating Norm Van Brocklin, 563. When was that game? 2027, so that would have been a handful of seasons. I didn't even know Tua had the record. They don't make a big fanfare on the screen when you break a record. So, look at that. Tua, Van Brocklin, Warren Moon, Matt Schaub's, Titans, I should say Oilers. Boomer, Dan Marino, Roethlisberger, Stafford, Brady, passing touchdowns. Okay. Rushing yards. So Peterson does still have the record. And where's our guy? He should be on this list. Right? Because it was right under... Oh, maybe not. It was right under Jamal Charles, wasn't it? Well, there's Leonard Fournette. That was when he was with our Dolphins. How about that day? 273. Oh, my God. How about that thunder, huh? You guys heard that? Fournette had 2 big games. Look at that with our Dolphins. That was scared the crap out of the cat. Fournette had 2 big rushing games with the... and now he looked at me. He looked at me. Oh, man. He looked at me like, what? But then he got hurt. Fournette got hurt, and honest to God, when he came back, he was never the same. So then we ended up transitioning to Derrick Henry. And then the game cut Derrick Henry in the preseason. We talked about that on the last stream where you couldn't hear my voice at all. So a lot of our Dolphin guys are on these lists here, which is pretty awesome. Myles Garrett, 8 sacks in a game. 7 sacks in a game. My goodness. What about for a season? I got some pass there for a season. Still Manning, Breeze, Tua right there, number 3. And Tua again right there. Drew Brees on there a bunch. Oh my God, the Thunder's just rumbling. I might need to end this stream before it ends for me, huh? Peterson, there's been no 2,000-yard rushers lately in virtual land. So, Calvin Johnson. We had broken a lot of Calvin Johnson's record because I had a Lions team on Madden 12 with Larry Fitzgerald and Calvin Johnson on the team. That was a team that couldn't be stopped. So, there's a fun little look at your stats, your record book there as we wrap things up. And we're going to take a look at Jonathan Taylor. See what he's been doing in his past. So 1,000, some down years there. I don't know if he got hurt or what, but averages about 1,000 yards a year. He's at 257, so we'll see if we can't make this his best year yet. So that'll do it for today. Let us know in the comments, what do you want to see us stream next time? Our Denver Broncos 1-0. We hit the road to Nashville. We'll be taking on the Tennessee Titans up next. We'll see you guys next time for the Titans and the Broncos.